So in this video, we'll basically just be going over, how you can steal anyone's business, basically. So if you have an e-commerce brand and you're looking for ways to scale, etc., one of the main things you want to do is go look at someone within the same space, so a competitor that's doing the best within your industry. So let's say you are doing, I guess you can consider clothing. Today we're going to go over the hoodie, but what you can do is you can actually steal this template. Now I can give you this template in the description or probably in the comments somewhere. I can give you this template. All you have to do is go ahead, do your research on your competitor, fill in all these so you can remove these. Actually, the template that I have, it doesn't have these. So it's going to have, the cold ad, these like blocks and stuff or shapes, and you can just fill in the rest. And that way you'll have all the key components throughout their funnel where you can, I wouldn't say go ahead and copy it, but take ideas from and make your own funnel way better. Now, there's some that I couldn't find. Now, I had to do this quickly for this video, but from what I could see, they didn't have any listicles. They used to, so the hoodie used to have listicles. They don't anymore, so I couldn't find them. And obviously I haven't ordered from them, so I didn't have the order confirmation. But if you're doing a thorough, investigation or research into, the biggest competitor that you have, then you might want to buy from them just to see how they even do the order confirmation page, right? How they actually, if they have upsells there, this, that. For us, usually we do put either discount codes, limited discount codes, or upsells, etc. within the order confirmation, or right when they buy, we do post-purchase upsells. Those are really good. I'll get into why towards the end of the video, but yeah, let's just start this, right? So this is going to be the hoodie, and it's just a full funnel breakdown, right? Now, it's going to be a little promo, but I do have a school community where I have resources like this and a bunch more resources posted on there for free. If you want to join, the link for that will be in the description or in my Instagram bio, so make sure to go join that. Now, let's start off with the first thing they do. So firstly, they have a cold ad, right? Now, this is going to be something that's, for an audience that haven't really heard about the hoodie, right? As you can see, this is actually quite smart. I liked it. So UK energy crisis, the bills are really high. So they're saying instead of turning on, your heater, etc., get an hoodie, and yeah, it's good, right? It's a good way to actually attract people that haven't, they don't really know the purpose of your brand, etc. So it's good. Now I couldn't find a listicle, so this does take you straight to their either collection page or product page, so which is right here. But if they click onto this, then that's good. They go to the product page. If they don't click it now and they've seen it, you can now retarget them with retargeting ads. So now that they know about your brand, you can go ahead and give an offer. So right now they have this, actually recent. I did make this yesterday, yeah. So these are recent. So 3-day free Oodies, original 33 each, right? Or they might have an offer. Sometimes it might be like get this bundle, or there's a price drop, whatever, right? But that's what a retargeting ad does, right? Now, you want to have these set up properly, right? And you want most of your budget to be here in the cold ad, and you want a minority of it to be here. And as I said, if this isn't your competitor, you can do this exact same thing. So to your competitors and build it out like this to see their entire funnel and take ideas from. Now, if you want to find out their ads, all you have to do is go into Facebook ad library. So for example, for this ad here, if I click it, it takes me straight to the ad, and this does have a lot more text, right? Quite a lot of text actually. I don't know if I'd recommend that. You might want to just test it, right? Long copy, really short copy, which is what we usually opt for. But there you go, and you can see all their other ads as well. As you can see, they have 140 results here in the UK, and you can change it to all over the world, or just US, wherever you're from, etc. But as you can see, all their ads show up here, and you can see if they're active. Now, one of the best tips I have for ads, right? If you want to see what's working for them, look for the ones that are active for the longest. So let's say we scroll back to months before. This ad's from March and it's still active. So the chances are some of these ads, or this is for any brand by the way, these ads are probably performing well for them, right? Now you have to bear in mind, if the brand is too big, their goals might be different in the sense of they're not trying to get the sale right there and then. But if you're a smaller brand, right, or if you're a brand that's doing less than 8 figures, you might just want to be getting that sale straight away. So you have to bear that in mind when you're looking at these. You have to actually be the judge of whether these are actually trying to just get the sale or they're playing the long game, right? And as a smaller brand, you might not be able to play long game, so bear that in mind when you're looking at the ad library. Right, as I said, whether you click from the cold ad or the retargeting ad, you go to an offer page. Now what I'd do is, as I said, I'd prefer having a listicle, right? So when they click the cold ad, it takes them to a listicle. That allows them to find out more about your brand instead of taking them to offer page, which is what it seems like they do now. But as I said, they're probably playing a long game now. It doesn't matter as much. As a smaller brand, I'd suggest having some sort of listicle. Now, if a brand does have listicles, right? Here's an example. For some reason, majority of them don't, but I'm looking at bigger brands now. They might not need it as they're already well known. But as a smaller brand, it's going to be a good idea to have a listicle. But as you can see, JV Coffee, and they're quite a big brand, they have a listicle, and what it is literally a blog, right? And then you try to sell on the blog. As you can see, they have offers, blah blah blah, to get them in the door, right? That's literally what a listicle is. And you could easily see why, you know, showing this to a cold audience would work well, right? So I'd suggest taking something like this, a listicle, right? And then the offer page. So, you know, once they click this, they'll get taken to the offer page. So here, this is their product page, and as you can see, pretty straightforward, but they have a bundle, and that's one of the tips I was going to give. So to increase your average order value, what they've done, as you can see, they've bundled the product, and you know, because they've bundled it, you get 41 pounds for me, 41 pounds off, and that boosts their AOV, right? So instead of them getting one, let's say one Oodie is, it says 130 here, so that would be about 65, right? Instead of getting 65 from that customer, you're now getting 89. And the thing is, you spent probably around the same to get that customer from, let's say, the Facebook ad, right? Let's say you're spending, your cost per acquisition is $10, right? Now, because you're bundling, they also have bundles which include 4 products, and their AOV for that's crazy. But you're still spending $10 or £10 to get that customer, right? Because they're paying a lot more. So even if you're giving them, like, you have to think about it like this. When you give them offers like this, so you know, £41 off, you have to bear in mind that you're probably saving how much an ad costs, right? So you have to bear that in mind when you give these percentages off. But yeah, so now instead of them paying 65, you know, you pay $10 to get that customer, they're going to pay 65, that's a 6.5 times return. Instead, now you're getting an 8.9 times return, right? And now when doing that, you obviously want to calculate whether it makes sense for you, right? The numbers make sense. So, you know, you have to include the shipping, or, right, majority of the time, the shipping something extra to that customer also won't have any cost or very little cost addition to it. So it makes sense to do this. This is why companies do it. You can also, if you have a product that runs out, like scents, right, perfumes, creams, right, you can do a subscription, which is what I'd opt for if you have something like that. Next is their cart page. Now this one was a long screenshot. Now one thing I didn't like about their cart page is, as you scroll, this takes up too much room, and some people won't even realize that they have these upsells here. So I'd suggest making these images smaller. It's for them, to be honest, make it smaller, blah blah blah, but they'll probably test it, maybe it's work better. But what I'd suggest, having this smaller so people can actually see the upsells, right? Because usually it's just like this is all you see, and it has like a checkout button there, right? So I'd suggest having all these down here, somewhere high up here, at least so they can see this part. That way they know they can scroll and they have offers, right? I'd also give offers here. So instead of just having it 65, you know, normal price, make it for 60, right? Just so they can add it to cart, etc. So yeah, but this is the upsells they have. One thing I noticed is that on their cart page, right, which is, on their checkout page, they have the cart automatically opened. Now, if you go to your Shopify store, or majority of Shopify stores, to be honest, this will be closed, and you'd have to press this to get that to come down so you can see your cart. And it's really, I thought it was a really good addition, as you can see what you have in your cart. Plus, if you have a code or anything, it's straight away there, you know where to enter it. Sometimes, you know, you want to make it as frictionless as possible for your customer, and sometimes when this discount code area is hidden, right, if they want to use a discount code and they can't see it right there, they might get confused, go back, look for it, and, you know, within that whole process, they might leave the store, which is, you know, decently likely, and they just don't buy. So I thought it was a great addition, to be honest. But yeah, so this is their cart page. The rest of it is just the basic Shopify cart page. And then we come to a purchase. Now, if they didn't purchase, so they abandon their checkout, abandon their cart, whatever, this is the email you get sent right here, and it basically just says, you know, you forgot it's in your cart, blah blah blah. And then, you know, if you click it right here, it brings you back to the checkout page, right? And obviously then you hope that they purchase, and then you'll get an order confirmation, and obviously I haven't ordered from the Oodie. Nothing against them, I just don't have one, right? And yeah, so you get order confirmation, which is usually, as I said, the Shopify's basic one. So it just says, you know, your order is confirmed, shows like a map and blah blah blah, right? Now, before I get into what you can do on the order confirmation page, and because I'm saying this because I recommend it for basically every brand, you know, clothing brands, supplement brands, whatever you are, I'd recommend doing this. Obviously, after the order confirmation, now I haven't looked at theirs. You'd have to subscribe to their, or you have to buy from them and wait for 3 months, maybe even 6 months to get their post-purchase emails, right? So obviously I haven't got those, right? But if you are investigating, or sorry, if you are researching your competitors, you might, as I said, if you order from them, you'll be able to see, you know, within a couple months, etc., what their post-purchase emails are. So it'll just be stuff like, thank you for purchasing, blah blah blah. It might be trying to, you know, upsell something, give you a deal, etc. So they have flows for that as well. You can look into that though. But yeah, I don't have it for Diddy. Now when it comes to order confirmation page, going back onto here, what I was going to say is there's apps, and you know, you can probably code it in yourself as well, where you basically, what is it called? You give them a discount code, but it's only for 20 minutes. So they can go back and they can buy, right? They can buy more stuff, and it's only for a limited time. So that's one thing. You can have upsells on your order confirmation page. And lastly, before you even get to that, you know, your order is confirmed, as soon as they put their card information in and they press order, you can have a upsell page come up, right? These are called post-purchase upsells. There's a lot of apps that do this very well for decent prices as well, right? A lot of apps that do this very well. It will come up and will be like, would you want this, right? It's limited, right? If you press no, you can't get this offer again. So you might give a crazy offer like 25, maybe even 50% off if your margins allow you to. And I say that because remember, going back to that ad cost, it costs you $10 to get this customer already. So you can afford to give good discounts for them to actually add more items and increase the average order value. So that's another thing, right? And if they press no to that, usually it takes them to another upsell, which they might be interested in. And if they say no to that, then it takes them to the order confirmation page. But that's what I'd recommend, right? But yeah, that's it. It's just, I want to make this video quick, right? I think I've been posting longer videos, and you know, it might be long to watch, etc. And I just want to get straight to the point in this video. Now, as I said, right, I'm gonna have this template. It's just these parts here without the images. I'm gonna have this template somewhere in the description. No, actually, I'll probably put it in the comments, right? But that's it for this video. If you liked it, there's a button for that. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out, as I'm gonna be posting quite frequently now. And if you enjoyed this resource, right, I have a bunch more on my school community, which will be in the description below. And on top of that, if you have any recommendations or any questions, right, or anything that you'd like me to go over and make a video on, comment it down below, and the chances are I'll 100% make a video on it. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.